let's talk about the female reproductive system. How does the female reproductive system works right now? So it's the alien looking thing having its various parts. So what are its different parts? The cervix comes after the vagina. So the first is vagina, a pair, not a pair, a single vagina, single cervix, a single uterus, and a pair of oviduct and a pair of ovary. So this is their full structure. It is not as complex looking as the male ones. But the male one are evolved to go inside, right? So they are needing to be very evolved. But the female ones are not that evolved. I mean, they are evolved for the formation of the being, but not as complex as the human ones, that the male ones. Now, what happens in that? The egg are released from the ovum due to their menstrual phase. During the menstrual phase, they are released, and the corpus luteum and everything in the menstrual cycle. You will learn, as you can see, this long thing. The long thing suggests here that due to the menstrual cycle and due to various hormones that the hormones are of the progesterone, estrogen, and many more. And due to these hormones, the new ones are formed. That is, the oocytes are formed. So the oocytes are formed due to this menstrual phase. I mean the menstrual phase due to the 14th day, because due to the 14th day ovulation occurs and the oocyte is formed. So after the oocyte is formed, then it will go into the oviduct, so it could be fertilized. And it is all body's hormone. Hormones lead to the formation of cilia pushing. So the cilia is push the eggs and the egg are moved forward. So this is all evolution, all part of evolution. Once the eggs come forward, what happens now? They are waiting for the sperms to arrive, because they could live to around 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, but the sperms could live for 73 hours. And there's a theory, if they are preserved in liquid nitrogen or a preserved state, then they could be utilized or preserved for millions of years. Preserve the male one's sperm, and then after like 100,000 years, the that humans are compared to today's one. So the oocyte and the sperms of today's are preserved, and after 100,000 years they are fertilized. When the 100,000 years are fertilized, then this generation could be formed after 100,000 years. That's crazy, right? New ones could be formed after 100,000 years, and the generation changes could be observed with our own eyes. They could be observed, and the evolutionary changes that had occurred during that 100,000 year of changes could be seen with our own eyes. That's the thing. That's the thing that we have observed with this theory. It is a crazy theory and understandable theory. The oocyte and everything. When does the menstrual cycle start? During the menostart. What is the menostart? It's during the start of puberty. That is the 10 or 12-year old in the females, and in the males it is the 2 to 14-year olds. And after the menopause, that is a 42-year-old, the menstrual cycle stops, the formation of oocytes stops, and the extra oocytes that are present in the woman's womb undergo degeneration. And degeneration is a long period, long phase, but it is still occurs. Thank you.